So, audio is live on the stream right now. I just want to point out that while we were arguing about who was going to do a recap, Brad said all I wrote was Underworld Olympics LOL. I just wanted that on the record. Let me put my
Nice.
middle logo back up here, and we're going to transition to the new setup.
Our note taker, doing such a
Assume
great
I
job.
wasn't just trying to pass it off to someone else.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
It's moving, it's talking. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's so weird. Love it. Dan, if you could roll a d20 for us, please.
Oh, sweet, he's here. Okay, I have to fix his portrait.
I gotta say the Muad one is absolutely
Terrifying?
the worst. Yeah.
I think it's actually pretty good. I like the shading. I like the sunlight on half of him. It's really cool.
It gives me big Hunger Games vibes of, I think, the second or third one.
Dan, real quick, how are you? How's life? We're streaming, by the way, in case you didn't want to divulge any personal effects. You are muted.
He just texted you as a go.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Hope everything is
dear.
okay. All right.
Okay.
Dan.
Well then.
Is having explosive diarrhea, so he will be back later, guys. Hopefully, be back later. Either that, or his dog is chewing on his shoes again, and he needs to go buy new shoes again. So, Brad, tell us what happened last time.
So, after we finally finished off Makinga for the second time, we were finally able to start the Underworld Olympics,
LOL.
where we faced off against 6 different teams, 5 different teams. Can't remember if it was 5 against us, and we were the 6th. Or
you guys were the 7th.
And it was just supposed to be nice, fun little post-traumatic stress relieving event. And
Jesse.
So we did a few events. First was a javelin toss. Second was, I believe, standing around on boulders that were moving, trying to knock off the other contestants.
Eternal Flame Endurance.
Okay, that was the second one.
The Riddle Masters Challenge.
Yes, but that's the Riddle Masters Challenge.
Don't be forgetting Bhranti's wood carving or stone carving.
Stone carving challenge.
I came in second place for that. Okay, that was pretty nice.
Yes, but the Riddle Masters Challenge is where things started to get a little weird. For some reason, the organizers thought it would be a good idea to just take any old stone with weird ruins on it that they found and decide to have people translate it because, that's a smart thing to do. And I believe Bhranti was able to translate it. And when she read it out, there was not a burst, kind of like a ripple of magical energy that kind of set a bunch of us on edge. And nothing really happened. We continued to do other events until we got to, I believe, the final one or the second to last event before the Void Dragon decided to crash the party again, like the
Jesse.
bastard is.
There were some things leading up to that. The Chick-fil-A paused for a moment and looked around as if there was a slight rumble in the air. And then the underwater maze, the top layer was completely frozen over, kind of implying that something weird was happening. And
Can you even tell, was that Jeremy or Jesse who made that voice?
That was Jeremy. Anyway, Brad, continue.
Oh, that was it. Void Dragon came in. We're fighting the Void Dragon. He almost, possibly, potentially, maybe dead. I don't know with him. He's a real tricky bastard.
Let's see. I think we ended on they're going back up to the beginning of the round, which is Spider. So, Void Dragon comes in. I believe someone is a gold dragon right now. Who's the gold dragon? Diov. Of course, it's Diov. And Laura and Barry are hacking away at the Void Dragon. The crowds have thus dispersed in the panic. There are different cult members running around trying to wrangle, trying to get you all to bow down, but you guys obviously ain't bowing down. Muad and just Muad is like hanging out. What would be Muad doing right now in the stands?
Oh, he's not in the stands. He's slinging spells, staying very far away from the two dragons that are now duking it out.
For some reason, he has a weird aversion to dragons.
Genetic aversion.
So you guys are finishing it up. And before we begin, are you all ready for level 21? Did you all level yourselves up and all that? And we'll and your backstory. You have like your general 1 year / thing demi-plane that you went to become epic. We all got that?
Yo.
Sure.
Cool. You were supposed to get it
This is
Saturday.
Jesse in front of his class going, "You guys do your homework, right?"
Exactly. All right. So,
Hey Jesse, can this be graded on a curve? Because I actually thought about this.
All right. Spider, it is your turn.
Okay.
The Void Dragon has 50 HP left. What are you doing?
Boy, oh boy. I am going to... do a few attacks with my great Vorpal Greatsword. And I would like to expend 1 superiority dice if any of them miss. I need to do 1 more. Maybe.
All right. Beautiful. Let's see. You are flanking, so you do get advantage because you're flanking with Kurtz and Alora and a few others. So that is going to be hit. And that is 24, 35, 48, 51.
It's 50 HP.
Whoa!
All right. As you strike the core of the Void Dragon, describe how you attack, Spider.
I'm gonna stab it in a few places, realizing the amount of light that's coming out of it is a bit alarming. But my survival instincts overcome that, and I just continue until I hit that perfect little spot where the jugular is, twist my sword, and then I pull out my sword, causing Vorpal guts and blood to spew out. I don't know what that would look like.
That's what you were expecting. However,
Oh boy.
Instead, the star inside of its chest cavity begins to collapse, forming a black hole that begins to implode on itself before releasing all of the energy around you, causing the stands and anyone found inside of the wreckage to be hit. Everyone take... actually, first take a dexterity save. Oh, a dexterity, a con, and a wisdom. I need all 3.
Everybody in Elora's shit gets +5.
And wisdom?
Dex, con, whiz.
Okay. Ooh.
Well, actually, I would have the con and dex of the dragon. So I'm gonna roll.
All right. The DC is 21. For the dex, you take 54 damage. If you beat 21, you take half. For the con, it is 51 cold damage. And for the wisdom, it is 62 psychic damage. Obviously, figure out if you saved or didn't, and then calculate what you got.
Is this considered a magical effect?
100% a magical effect.
Okay, then, yeah, okay, I guess the last one didn't matter.
Can you put the saves and the damage in Roll20?
Damages scroll up. It is
yeah.
right up there, and then the save is DC 21. DC 21. All right. As Spider strikes the chest, it implodes with an immense amount of energy, grabbing all of you in the collapsing star, and you see a bright white light. And let's go there. Many of you see the collapsing star, and your memory fades for a moment. You look up around you. Muad, what do you see as you awaken on this random plane of existence, or demi-plane, or area? What do you see?
Listen to me, I'm doing math.
Pencils down, children.
Oh god. Paper. Shit, where'd I put it? So Muad'Dib sees. Oh, shit. Jesse, do me last. I gotta message you stuff.
Who is ready?
I can go.
Diov. When you awaken, first off, are you awake, alive? Or
Well,
not?
I'm actually still a dragon. It didn't even.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Um.
As we should expect from Diov.
Well, actually, let me make a concentration check, girl. Yeah, I'd still be a dragon. But as I sort of open my eyes, I start by hearing sort of like muted sounds of like laughter and storytelling and songs being sung, drums being played. And as I sort of regain my faculties, slowly shape-shifting back down into a human, I look around and I just see a large open temple sort of area, but it seems to go on forever in every direction, and in every direction there's a different style of storytelling. There's bards on the stage telling epic tales. There's songs being sung to listing lovers in the corners, and there's a large set of double doors that leads to a massive library. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of loud noises going on in the other room. Massive library that he slowly makes his way to, and as he's sort of running his hands across the spines of the books, just walking, reaches the end of an aisle and looks down and just sees scrolls and books that go on for as far as his eye can see. And he feels the amulet of Ogma around his neck begin to vibrate as a hand touches his shoulder, and turns around and sees an avatar of Ogma standing there, and realizing that he is in this divine plane. Not sure if he's dead or not. He's like, I don't feel dead. Basically has a conversation with Ogma, and Ogma is saying, you know, the last time you attempted to reach me or reach this domain, you were unworthy and unknowing. And now I think not only are you these things, but I think the time is right and the task is clear. And over the next 5, 10, 100 years, Diov just spends in this library learning, and instead of being able to just summon demi-planes for his uses, he learns to stitch the very fabric that creates the demi-planes themselves, and for a good portion of that ends up creating a artifact that's somewhat like a bunch of stitched together demi-planes that have been created for his own purposes back on the material plane. And yeah, I don't know if you want me to get to the point where they get spat back out, Jesse, or not.
You feel yourself rescending from this plane, and you feel yourself. I mean, that's where we're gonna start off with, but we're gonna begin the next person before we go there.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
how do you get ejected? If you feel
So
it?
he creates the artifact. He's he's de-aged himself through cloning magics and reincarnation magics, and has has shed the robes of his Harper lifestyle before and has donned the gray robes of the Magi. Um, Gone is his serpent staff, and he's created another gnarled staff that has these massive gems that have just been socketed into the down the front of it and at the gnarled bit at the top. And I think doesn't get ejected from this realm. I think he leaves willingly when he feels the magic of the time is right. And I think that being that the realm of knowledge is so closely, at least the part that he's been occupying, so closely borders the realm of Arcana, which he assumes to, if this has happened to him, it's possible that the same has happened to Bhranti. I think he would open that door to try and find her first, but as he descends from this plane.
All right, Bhranti, how do you awaken?
Bronte lays on a very hard marble floor as her eyes open to see all sorts of gears moving. And she realizes she's been here before and she is in Nirvana, which is where Mistra, where her home plane is. As she kind of helps Bronte off the ground and kind of smiles at her and says, well, we have quite a bit of work to do. And I spend however long, I have a feeling that time moves differently, mastering arcane arts, as well as learning how to use the spirit tied to me to aid in my magic and make it stronger, as I also spend time almost tying my spirit to my weapon to give both of us more power and strength. And as I am feeling ready and time to go back to the material plane for whatever the gods have decided is next for us, I turn around to see a door open up, and even in death, Diov is still fucking there.
But much younger.
Very young. All right, Spider, what do you see?
So Spider goes into a plane of barren stone where she stumbles upon the body of an unconscious Drago and all of their children. And she believes that she must protect them at all costs, no matter what, as swarms upon swarms of enemies, ranging from goblins to kobolds, humans, elves, everything that can come their way, she defends with all of her might and defeats them each and every time. Each wave brings more and more stronger and stronger opponents. That it takes time, but she does protect the ones she loves and defeats them. And over time, she realizes it doesn't matter what time of day it is, it doesn't matter how long she's been fighting, she feels no hunger, no pain, no tiredness, No thirst, nothing. It's just protection and fight on. And about a year goes by where she does keep track. She's not unaware of how long it's been since she's been in the arena with her friends defeating the ancient void dragon. But the last opponent that comes up to her is a single person. It's just her brother. And she doesn't know why, but she knows she needs to defeat him just as much as she needs to defeat everything else that has come before him. And as she is about to hit the last killing blow, a great light appears before her where her sword hits her brother's neck. Everything goes blank and she returns to the arena.
Okay.
And
Muad did.
Muad wakes, well, doesn't wake up, kind of stumbles into an empty demiplane, completely devoid of natural light. He doesn't know where he is, as he just recently finished negotiating a contract with his new patron after his old one abandoned him, and he definitely didn't break the contract in any way, shape, or form. So he spends some time trying to figure out if he can contact his patron or if there's any new patrons that he could possibly get in contact with to, move everything over to. Eventually, one god does answer, Javista. And from the moment they get in contact, Muad immediately starts getting to work trying to convince them to take a new contract that is functionally similar to the old one, just switched over to the new patrons' ideals, etc. Trying to make the argument that since he can't get in contact with his patron, they are beholden to a contract since they're the closest in similarity, yada yada yada. He tries to sweeten the deal by using an idea of replacing another god in the pantheon that they probably would like to see replaced, either one that's troublesome or they just don't like because, why not? And kind of ties that into them helping Javista, helping Muad ascend, as they were also at one point a mortal who's able to ascend to a plane of godhood. And, trying to make the contract as much in his favor as he can before he's eventually kicked out for generally being an ass.
While we are here, Diov, tell us, what did you get at level 21 besides the ability score increases and stuff?
Okay, so I got Arcane Fusion, which means that when I cast a 5th level spell or higher, I can automatically cast a 1st level spell along with it. And I also got my feat, which is Mystic Sage. I have that written down here real quick. Beats. Mystic Sage. Basically, I can pull spells from another class, which I haven't figured out yet what I want to do. It's either probably going to be Druid or Cleric. But I could also, anytime I read a spell scroll, I roll a d20 and, oh shit, I pressed a button. If I roll an 11 or higher, the spell scroll isn't used up. I can reuse it. And also, the best thing about it is that enemy creatures cannot identify you are casting a spell until after it has been cast. So I effectively cannot be counterspelled.
Well, balls.
Yes.
All right. Bhranti, what did you get at level 21?
Let me pull up my sheet. I'm not muted, right?
Nope.
Nope, you're
Okay, good. Just double checking. Oh gosh. So I got Axe of Faith, which gives me divine competence on any proficiency or on any proficient ability check. I can use wisdom instead of its usual score. And then sacred spells, when casting a domain arcana spell at 4th level or below, it instead automatically casts at a 5th level. And then the feat I got was a versatile mind. You may maintain concentration on an additional non-epic concentration spell while you take damage. You make a single Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on these two spells, losing both on a failure. When you make an ability check using a skill, you can make a second ability check at no action cost as long as the key ability for that ability check includes wisdom, intelligence, or charisma. And you develop a split personality, affording you several unique abilities. First, pick a second set of ideals, bonds, flaws, and flip a coin at the end of each long rest. If the coin lands on heads, you assume this new set of personality traits until you finish your next long rest, at which point you repeat the coin flip.
Wow.
So-
This is exactly what we
so-
want from somebody becoming a god, is dissociative identity disorder.
Yes.
It's fine.
So basically, anytime I flip a coin and it's heads, my spirit that's been attached to me takes over.
Very nice. All right. Spider, what did you get at level 21?
So I got living armor, which is you are so comfortable in armor that is like a second skin, granting you the following benefits. While you are wearing armor, you can no longer have disadvantage on dexterity, stealth, ability checks, and armor no longer requires a minimum strength score for you to use it without penalty. While you are wearing your armor class increases by 2, and you cannot be critically hit by weapon attacks. As an action, you can don or doff any set of armor.
As an
And then-
action, that's like ripping off the jersey real quick.
In my brain, all of her armor is put on like those Adidas snap side pants.
That's exactly what I
Spider just
thought of.
became come at me, bro.
That was literally my thought. Oh, that's funny. All right. And anything else? Was that your fighting style? Is that like I can't remember if that was your fighting style.
Nope, that was an epic feat.
Gotcha. And then what was your fighting style?
It is. Give me a second. I gotta get up to the right one. It is epic blind fighting. You have blind sight within 30 feet. Within the range, you can effortlessly see anything that is behind total cover, even if you're blinded or in darkness, including invisible creatures that are not hidden from you.
If there was one thing that you always needed, it was blind sight or dark vision.
I know.
That's really funny.
I know, Jesse.
That's great.
But yeah.
All right. And Muad'Dib, what did you get at level 21?
So for the epic feat, I got flawless instincts. So my senses are always acute and accurate, granting me the ability to always know the DC of a saving throw before I attempt it. I cannot be surprised, and when initiative is rolled, I can immediately move up to my speed, and I instinctively sense if an area is or is not safe to rest.
I'm gonna hate you.
Yeah.
That's the point.
No, I'm just thinking of like, okay, cool. Sweet. So, anything else wanted?
Yes. For Pact of the Chain, I got Epic Familiar. So my familiar is now an epic. It gains an epic form, so it is an epic creature.
That's cool. Does it have a
And-
new stat block?
Yeah. What does it mean?
Yeah. It just has a new stat block. And has magic resistance. Oh shit. Both. Oh damn. If I have my familiar, both I and the familiar have epic advantage on saving throws against non-epic spells, and magical effects.
Holy shit.
When the familiar is affected by a spell or magical effect produced by me, it can choose to be immune. Yada yada yada. It's a spellcaster, and it also has ultimate evasion. So, if it succeeds on a saving throw, doesn't take any effect.
Wow.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts. All right. Cool. What about Kaelor? Will hopefully get back to us soon. He will hopefully be back soon. All right. And let's see. So, as you guys step away from your plane of existence, wherever you were for X amount of time, whether it was for a month, a year, 10 years, 100 years, you guys feel yourself swirling back down onto the material plane. You meet up with each other's spirits in the flight. You feel the stars pass you quickly, and then you see a world. You fly through the atmosphere of that world. You see an enormous crater. You pass down into the crater at the base of what looks like a plateau in the very center of this crater. As you arrive, you hear a loud as you all lay on the very vegetative ground. You look up. There are trees all around you. The plateau is at your back, rising into the sky beyond your sight and the clouds. Before you, a dense forest, vegetation, trees, and you hear wildlife. Things creeping, crawling, chirping, birds.
I cast Fireball.
You
Can I stick my hand in his mouth?
You are a
That's what we
married
used to do.
woman, madam.
Did we used to do
Yeah.
that, or did I just imagine that? Because I have memories of you doing that. Anyway, what do you all say to each other as you all stand up? What feels like a long time since some of you have ever seen each other.
Jesse, would I realistically recognize Diov in his younger form?
It might take you a moment or two, but as you like really observe and you're like, wait a minute, and
You little
probably
fucker,
do.
get over here!
Wah! Misstep.
What do you all say to each other as you appear?
Well,
What
that
if
was
it-
odd.
Where were you? Where were all of you? Especially you, you little fucker, and I point to Diov.
I met the god of knowledge.
Okay, that doesn't explain anything. I had to defend my entire family for a year.
Oof, that's like super rough.
Yeah, wasn't great.
I was studying with Mistra. She was showing me threads and all.
How come everyone else got to have a nice little, conversation with a deity?
Do you believe in any god?
I mean, nothing in particular. I mean, I've listened to your lectures and your sermons, but nothing crazy.
Well, then that's probably why.
That doesn't seem very fair.
I'm assuming we all must have learned something, though, yes?
God, I hope so.
Muad is rolling up a comically large contract.
Who'd we
Uh,
sell our soul to this time?
I was just gonna say, what you got there, buddy?
It's kind of the other way around this time. Hopefully. Probably.
Are you sure
Yeah,
about
probably. Yeah. I'm pretty good at negotiating.
that? Uh-huh.
Insight.
I was gonna say, I don't believe you for a second.
You're more than welcome to insight if you want.
For fun.
Okay. Yeah, same.
Oh yeah, now my insight is rolled off of my wisdom.
Yeah, I believe you, I guess. Unless that's
Really?
an advantage. Is it off an advantage, Jesse?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I believe you. Barely, but I do.
Does anyone have any idea of where we are?
Your guess is as good as mine, buckaroo.
Would this be a survival check, history check?
Yeah, you survival check to like kind of get a lay of the land as to where you are.
Muad Dib know of this contract negotiations? Or have like an inkling of an idea. It doesn't have to be the whole Megillah.
I would allow a insight check from Wad.
Perfect. Love that for me.
Do you mind if I try, Bhranti?
You're more
Nope,
than welcome.
not at all. Clearly,
Okay.
I don't recognize this place.
I mean,
Uh,
it seems vaguely familiar, but I feel like I've came here in a dream, probably from one drunken night.
As Spider looks around and Muad'Dib also thinks to himself, Muad'Dib, you know that the deity that you interacted with was not a deity of the material plane that you are from. But they were a deity nonetheless. You also recall coming in, flying through space, and seeing a new world appear. Spider, you taking in all that you know about the world that you are from, the air here seems different. The gravity seems different. The vegetation seems different. You are not on the same world that you once were. Drago and your children may be on a different world, for all you know.
Oh, they better be.
Jesse, so I've spent a lot of time in the libraries of the God of Knowledge. I have a ability called Lore Master of Travel. Advantage on history checks to recall info on myths or legends that are location based. Can I get anything off of that plateau?
Go ahead and give me a history.
That's a natural 20 with 32.
Ooh.
With
Damn,
that,
son.
32.
Diov, could you
You-
change your name, please?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. So you think about all the books that you have read over the past 100 years or so, and you realize this is reminiscent. A massive plateau inside of a crater. It's got to be the plateau of Seraphor, a famous location that is known in the world of Tartarus.
Is that
What now?
one of the hells, or is that in the Beastland?
It is on the material plane in Tartarus.
Material plane in Tartarus?
Tartarus is the world, and the plateau of Seraphor.
It's just a different planet in the material.
Correct.
Gotcha. All right.
Indeed.
So we're in beef tartare?
You know that the jungles inside the crater are known to be disease-ridden, fast-growing vegetation, and monsters and beasts that are more fierce than most of the other planes of existence. As you look around, you actually notice, you recall, the vegetation grows ridiculously fast. and you look down and your feet already have like roots and vines and twigs of plants growing around them. Not enough that you like are stuck, but like you have to like yank your feet out of the vegetation, and you realize that's how quickly the vegetation is growing around here.
I'm not liking this. Should we keep going?
It looks
with-
like movement is our best option.
Yeah, with my history check, would I know if there's anything like settlement or town wise or like temple wise on the plateau?
Yeah, so you would actually know that the plateau was a safe haven. The book that you've read was pretty old, so it may have outdated information, but you recall that there was a cataclysm, something that occurred inside the crater, that a ancient wizard or sorcerer or someone tried to save the civilization that was inside the entirety of the crater by raising a section of the crater in the center into a plateau to escape from the hazards down below. And in their moment of ingenuity, they were able to save a small portion of the population of the city. You don't know how long ago this information was given to you or how long has passed, but you do know that, yes, a portion of the city was saved on top of the plateau. At this point, yep, go ahead.
I was going to say to the group, I believe our best bet is to head towards the plateau and make our way up the very long climb it is.
Okay. And then whoever's gears mod needs oiling, you might want to consider that before we head out.
I'm pretty quiet. Well-ish. I got rubber bearings. It's fine. They don't rust. Probably.
Okay.
Bhranti, you probably have the highest perception. You hear what sounds like movement through the forest, probably north of you and maybe 60 feet away.
Do I see anything?
There is a lot of vegetation. Give me a perception check. It's going to be tough.
Can I assist?
If you're proficient in perception, absolutely.
You get assistance.
Bhranti, you see a what looks to be horns on the head of something coming through the vegetation, moving actually pretty swiftly and agilely with agility.
Agility.
Agility?
Friends, it looks like we have company.
Oh, lucky us.
Um,
Do we need to
I-
fight? Negotiate? What do we need to do?
I'm gonna cast. Hold on. What is it called? Oh yeah, my divine ability. Channel divinity? Yes. Just to see if they are Fae, Fiend. What are the other ones?
Friend or foe?
Oh, there we go. Hold on, sorry. Celestial, Elemental, Fae, or Fiend.
All right. As you use your channel divinity, you realize they are none of the above.
Just a beast.
Perhaps just a beast. Maybe we leave it alone.
Is
or
it
be afraid
okay?
of what
Coming
it's being
towards us?
chased by.
It is coming towards you. It's now closing in at 30 feet.
Are there tree like branches within 15 feet above?
Yeah, I'd say so.
You just see the air build up around Diov, and he just lightly jumps 15 feet in the air and lands on a branch.
Oh,
All right.
Fucking show off.
You know I'm squishy.
You can still fight.
I fight from up here.
Did we get a long rest in the transfer over?
Hell no.
Ah, okay.
100 years without a rest.
Hey, if Spider doesn't get a rest, none of you get a rest.
I was chilling with a cup of cocoa and a good book, but
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like,
lucky
I was
you,
like-
you motherfuckers.
Listen,
Okay,
have you
I
ever been in
just
the
need to
PhD
point out-
program? It's extensive. There is no.
I was
Did you
like,
have
to point
cocoa?
out-
Yes, Bhranti.
We got to choose our backgrounds of how this happened. You chose a shitty transition. I don't know what to tell you.
I was
All right.
given. What were you expecting a fighter to do?
So, at this point, you all hear, "Who's there? Show yourself."
Friends?
Oh,
Friends of who?
You. Friends of you.
Uh, Friends of Jevis, the
Ignore what he says. He knows not what he
God
says.
here. No, it's a god here. Ingratiate ourselves with the local.
Yeah, you might be friends with them. I'm not.
You guys
We're
see a
friends.
brown hair, brown eye, leather-clad individual with horns and long, pointy ears. As she looks upon you all, looks up at Diov, and goes, "Who the hell are you, and how did you get here? Did you make it all the way through the forest?"
Actually, we just landed here. Oh, if
yeah.
Diov were only 100 years younger, man.
Landed here from the plateau.
don't
I
know.
just look up at the sky and just point upward.
Thought I
we
saw
were
Truth be
on
told, we
a
don't know how we got here.
we were on a sabbatical with our gods. Well, Diab and I were. I don't know about the rest.
You interacted with the gods.
Well, my god. I don't know about your god.
Well, I don't know how you got here. I thought I saw something coming in from the sky.
I think that was us.
Then
Sorry.
Do you know what your purpose is?
No, but something tells
No.
me, you're gonna be really good at showing us what our purpose is.
God damn it. Not again.
Come on, Diab.
What? Are you afraid, Maud?
Just tired.
Oh.
Of helping people all the time? Let me guess. Your village has been taken over by a tyrannical government who wishes to kill all the babies.
My village is more of a
Yes.
city, and no.
Ooh, city.
Seraphor is a relatively prosperous city.
Please tell me more.
Do you guys have a inn owners association? You guys are real bastards. Can't serve after this time of night. Can't serve this brew.
I'm sensing some spicy.
Luckily,
retort.
Marlowe at the Thorn and Tonic Tavern does not have a necessary closing time, but he does go to bed at a certain point, and when he goes to bed, others do not drink. So, if that's what you
Fair.
mean by that.
Okay.
Well, let me get you out of here. Here. And she takes out a rope from her pack, and she says, "Tie this around your waist," and she does the same for hers.
Absolutely, ma'am. Right away.
Diov plucks a string off of his coat and transmutes it into 30 feet of rope and climbs down.
All right.
Fucking show off.
As you all take the rope and tie it around your waist, you see her take the end of the rope and look at you all, and she says, "Hold on tightly." And she pulls the rope, like it's the end. It's like at her thumb on her fist, and she holds it up in the air and pretends like to pull it as if it's being pulled from somewhere. And the rope begins to light up as she begins to ascend at a very rapid pace, bringing all of you with her, going up very, very quickly. You guys see now the vastness of the crater a little bit better than what you did before. It is miles and miles across, with tons of mist and clouds all around. And the plateau, you are now breaking through all the clouds at the very top, and you feast your eyes upon a city on the top of the plateau. This is about just before dusk. The sun is getting low in the sky, but it leaves a very beautiful orange light and yellow light upon the city, and you can see the gold and silver domes of the city of Seraphor. As you look upon it,
Wow.
this is a extensive city on the top of a plateau, and you get to a point where there's like a loading dock that sits off of the plateau. It's like comes out 15 feet and is like over air, and she lands you all onto that loading dock. As you all see, um, it's like a shipping dock. There are people here, herringons, elves, dwarves, humans, dragonborn, uh, tritons, minotaur, all sorts of different races, species, going about their day and business, trying to organize things, put things in crates, get the crates in the right pile, taking bags from here to there, making sure that it's all organized in the correct manner. As she drops you off at the dock, she says, "All right, follow me," until you hear, "What's this I see, Mordok? New people coming to the city. Do they have anything to declare?" They arrived from the jungle, and I don't exactly know where they came from. Suspicious. As he peers at each and every one of you, this blue blue scaled dragonborn looks upon you, and you can see there are others with the same armor, not as glamorous, but others with the same armor behind him, who also cross their arms and look upon you all as
Bhranti,
Howdy.
like just has a large smile on her face as she is as they're like looking at her. Hi friends. Our apologies for just dropping in. There was some confusion on where we were. So yes, thankfully our friend here helped us up and out of the forest.
Mordok serves Seraphor. I don't think she considers you a friend. As Mordok just says, just like, kind of like touches her forehead and is like, "Okay, Drakarth, thank you. Drakarth Electroheart is the head of the guard. I
Well,
am the
he
ranger
seems to
of
be doing
Seraphor.
his job.
I am the ranger of Seraphor. My job is the jungle down below, and to
Nice.
investigate any happenings down below." As Drakarov says, "Were you able to find what you were looking for?" Mordok says, "Unfortunately, no. I haven't given up, though. We should be able to find them hopefully soon."
What were you looking for?
I was looking for a group of individuals that decided to traverse the jungle before trying to get to the other side, trying to get above the wall of the crater. It is not advised, especially when mercenaries say that they will protect you throughout your way, and they don't know jack shit about the fucking jungle.
Mm,
The fact that
I
you trusted mercenaries in the first place makes me.
Oh, I didn't. But the merchants and the traders who are impatient with the repairs on the trail car. We had a trail
okay.
car that went from the top of the plateau all the way to the edge of the crater, miles away. Unfortunately, it broke recently. Few casualties, yes, but we've been rapidly trying to repair the trail car. But it's been a slow process, finding someone capable of repairing it, and also bringing a line to the other side of the jungle onto the other side of the crater is definitely difficult.
I
But
think we
first,
found our purpose.
Seems a bit below us, don't you think?
Oh, Diov,
Really,
there's
at
no
this
need to
rate?
be. We can help. I mean,
Humble yourself, Diov. It's good for you.
mean, we've fought demons, devils, and demigods. Hey, bring this line to the edge of a crater? Are you serious?
Yeah, I fought
You
goddamn
don't know
Tiamat.
what's in those woods.
I'm
Well,
sorry, did you say you fucked Tiamat?
No. Well, metaphorically, yes.
Is it really metaphorically though?
Well, yeah, if you mean shoving her back in a portal.
Okay, if you say so. Anyway,
Bhranti, if you want to put your name out for this type of a task, you're more than welcome to do a persuasion.
I'll assist.
Do you have proficiency?
Persuasion? I think so, actually. Let me just double check.
Now we're taking work away from the good people of this city when we just showed
I
up.
do.
That's why it's a persuasion check. 27.
No need to press. I just thought perhaps the people here would be willing
Enjoy a
to
break.
trust us a little bit more if we were able to do a task that could possibly be dangerous to your townsfolk.
For the first time, this Drakarath, who'd seemed rather cold from the get-go, looks at Bhranti and he kind of like lowers his shoulders and says, "You seem genuine.
She is.
Maybe there is a place for you here.
There is.
You will have to discuss with Kriblex first. He is our artificer of the Council of Five. Once you discuss with him, then we might be able to use you. Mordok should be able to assist in helping you through the jungle. But first, we have to figure out what led to the catastrophic failure of the trail car in the first place. We should be done with our investigation in a couple of days. Come find us in that time.
Okay.
For now,
Lovely.
you can go to the Thorn and Tonic Tavern. They should have rooms and beds for you.
Do they have a gin and tonic?
He doesn't get the
Okay.
joke.
What is gin? No, it's a dry city!
What? You don't know what gin
we would
is,
start
Diov? What's wrong with
turning
you?
right the fuck around if it's a dry city.
Ugh.
I'd be like,
Um,
I'm gonna take my
I'm gonna
chances with
drink
this
you
first,
all under the
actually."
table.
as we're walking through the city, I'm just gonna cast Detect Magic to just sort of get an idea of how magically equipped this city is.
Detect magic. And what's the range on that?
30 feet, just as we're walking.
You detect an insane amount of magic from items coming from Drakarath as well as Mordok. Definitely like attunement level and all attunement slots filled type magic items, plus a few like freebies, you know, like potions and other things all around them, on their person, I should say. As for the people of Seraphor, so far as you're walking past, you like see people carrying crates and bags and holding bags and merchants and people. Seems pretty magically adept. Like it's probably the most magical city in terms of the average citizen at least having one trinket, bauble, or thing that is magical. The streetlights are very magical, and even the plants seem to have been grown using magic themselves. So it's a decently magical
It's
city.
magical as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, this is refreshing.
This is
Mistra would love
scary.
this place.
As you guys
Magic
are
isn't scary.
It is when you have kids that know how to do magic.
It's like the electrical socket. Get away from that.
And that is why I bless them.
Why? Why do you do this to me?
Because Mistra will protect them. And when everybody accidentally sets something on fire their first time, it's a great way to learn a lesson.
Can it not be inside the house?
As you guys
Oh,
turn
it's
the
so
corner
pretty!
in the center of the city, you see the Thorn and Tonic Tavern. Inside or outside, there is outside seating, and inside it is nice, warm, and cozy, and it is a gorgeous looking tavern.
It is gorgeous indeed. God damn.
Well, this is so lovely. Oh, I'm so excited. Beverages for all on Auntie Bhranti. Come.
I'm gonna find a booth for us to sit at and sit down and start casting Find Familiar.
I would also do the same.
You're both casting Find Familiar. As you guys come in,
Can
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
just interrupt for a second? Why can't I just picture Div and Dio going pss, 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 and seeing whatever little magical cat comes out of the alleyway?
That's exactly how they cast Find Familiar. They just.
Actually,
Magical pss, 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 pss.
as it completes through one of the open windows, a familiar to Bhranti, owl flies in and lands on his shoulder. It's Archimedes.
I
Hi,
remember
Archimedes.
Archimedes.
That's a
I'm at the bar.
While at the bar, you see a halfling individual with a nice bushy brown beard, curlyish hair, very joyful smile, rosy cheeks, etc. As he says, "Well, hello. Haven't seen you around before. What's your name, sweetheart?"
We're new. My name is Spider. What do you have on tap?
Spider. Welcome to Seraphor and the Thorn and Tonic Tavern. In terms of what I have on
beautiful.
tap, your basic wine and beer, but also have a few specialty items made by yours truly. And he has a little twinkle in his eye. Elixir
give
of
me the seasonal
enchantment. An elixir of enchantment. Something that I personally tried my hand at. The Dragonfire Brew, for those of you who like a little bit more warmth in your throat. The Jungle Respite Ale. This is a favorite of our rangers in Seraphor. Of course, it's after they've spent a long day in the jungle down below. And of course, the Halfling's Luck Stout.
What would you recommend?
Well, the Halfling's Luck Stout is obviously the best one.
I'll take a tall.
All right,
You-
excellent.
And then I say, do you take this? And I slam a single gold piece down on the table.
I mean, we do take those, but I'm gonna need about 99 more.
What's on the cheaper end?
I mean that is the cheaper end. It's one mithril coin. That's all it is.
I don't got those, buddy.
Oh, what about platinum?
Mm-mm.
Well, it's 10 platinum or 100 gold pieces. Tell you what,
I'll be
you're
back.
you're a nice person. I'll give you the first one for free, if that works
Far
for
too
you.
generous. Far too generous, but I'll take your offer.
Of course. Gives you a friendly wink and pours you a nice tall glass of the Halfling's Luck Stout.
Can I get an extra glass in case I need to split this among some friends? Because to be frank, it's been a while since I've had such. Takes a sniff of the beverage. Such strong drink.
Of course.
Damn, son, this is really strong.
It is a very strong stout beer, and it gives you a brief feeling of increased luck.
How long does it last?
You'll find out.
Oh boy. I don't like that, Jesse.
As you go back to the booth, as Muad'Dib and Diov are kind of murmuring to themselves, come into existence. There are two familiars. Muad, what did you say your familiar was?
is a celestial eagle.
Celestial
Eel?
Eagle.
Oh, eagle. He said celestial eel.
Flying eel.
Slithery.
Ooh, kind of like that. Can I have a flying eel?
All right. Well, you guys are at the tavern, the Thorn and Tonic Tavern. Again, there's a lot of people here. Seems to be like a Tuesday night. It's not packed, but it's definitely like in the evening sort of time. The sun is beginning to set. It is nice orange glow. There's this little bit of chill in the outside if you're doing the outside seating, but if you're on the inside, it's nice and cozy and warm, and it's comfortable. You get a nice cool breeze coming from the outside. Again, not too busy, not too crowded, but there's definitely a few people here. What are you all discussing or talking about?
Well, I'm gonna give half of my drink to Bhranti and be like, I got it for free. Apparently, it's halfling's luck. I don't know. It's strong as hell. It's gonna take me a minute to drink all this.
Did I hear him say that it was 100 gold pieces?
Yeah, you're welcome. It's free. Mama still got
Why?
it. I don't
What?
know.
Can I like look for a menu and like flip open the menu to see the prices of this place?
If money is an object, I can cover the group if that's a problem.
No, that's not the problem.
It's not the
young
problem.
Diov.
It's the principle of the situation.
It's the confusion and the feeling of us getting robbed because we're newcomers.
As you
Or
open up-
there's just a lot of money in here.
Does our
As
gold even work here? Like, are they gonna be like, hey, what the fuck is this?
As you open up the menu, you see that these drinks are roughly 1 mithril coin. A meal is about 3 mithril coins. A place to stay is about 1 adamantine coin, or 10 mithril coins. If you want one of the sweets, it's going to be around 5 adamantine coins.
Jesus fuck.
As you flip through the menu, you get to the back of the book, and it shows you the conversion rating. 10 gold equals 1 platinum. 10 platinum equal 1 mithril. 5 mithril equal 1 adamantine, and then 10 adamantine equal 1 sapphire coin. 10 sapphire coins equal 1 diamond coin, and 10 diamond coins equals 1 star metal coin.
Can you put that conversion chart
No
up?
wage in this town.
So basically, we're broke as fuck.
I don't know about broke as fuck. I'm just confused. This can't be the whole planet. Is it just here because this is like the only hospitable place? So they're
It's so
charging the
nice.
wazoo.
Bhranti
What?
and everyone else, who has the highest insight? I assume it's Bhranti.
I think so. I think my insight's a plus 13 or plus 17. I get
You...
expertise
Mine's a
in it.
plus 18.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
All right.
Wait,
we're both
passive
wisdom-based.
perception?
No,
Insight.
Insight.
Oh, passive insight's a 12, sorry.
Okay, it's still pretty high. As you
Nice
guys
high.
were flying in with Mordok and her rope, you realize that a lot of these buildings are made out of gold and silver. Like the domes, and there's ornate filigree all around made out of gold and silver. It seems like gold and silver are not really rare in this crater, or where this is.
My passive insight, by the way, is 29.
Yeah, you would definitely have noticed the gold domes and silver domes, and kind of assumed that.
I mean, it's pretty, but it seems like a really poor metal to build out of. I mean, gold is so soft.
And isn't it really conductive?
As you look at Muad'Dib, who is plated in gold.
I said what I said. squishy metal man.
As we were walking, the city itself is highly arcanely attuned. It's very possible that they are reinforced with magic.
That is fair.
It better be, otherwise this is really scary.
At this point, Marlowe comes back around. So, hope you guys are enjoying your drink. Can I get you anything else? Are you guys planning on staying the night?
Where are we exactly?
The city of Seraphor.
On what planet?
Tataris?
We're in Tataris.
I'm gonna do a history check, and Bhranti's gonna start going through, like, just
Did I not
notes.
mention that already?
Yeah, Diov would have mentioned this by now.
Oh, well, I definitely listen to Diov all the time.
Totally.
Well, this is an odd place. Sorry, we're from what would technically the world we're from be?
Forgotten Realms, whatever.
We're from the Forgotten Realms. It's still on the material plane, but a completely different solar system, planet. You know, different world and all.
Interesting.
And there, mithril and such stuff is either rare or non-existent.
Well, is are pumpkins rare where you're from?
No.
Well, pumpkins are kind of difficult to get around here. Usually you can only find
Really?
one, maybe, I don't know, once a season, and they're rare. But if you find one, oh man, you can make some good stuff out of that. Makes a pretty penny too.
Wow.
Please tell me you're joking.
No,
And
it is.
really with a
Do you have
packet of seeds could make a fortune here.
What do your pumpkins look like?
Well, as he like looks around,
Mithril.
yeah, it's about the size of this room, and this room is like 30 by 30, easy.
Okay.
Can I see? Can we do a quick swapsies for a single gold coin?
What do you mean swapsies?
I give you one of mine. You give me one of yours.
Sure. And he flicks you a gold coin.
I give him one of mine, but it has Muad's face on it. It's totally
Oh.
legal tender.
That's unique. As he bites it, yeah, it's gold. And you see on yours, it looks to be a very beautifully cut piece of gold, or stamped, I should say, and shows a lot of filigree of plants and vegetation and trees, and shows legal tender in Seraphor.
Is there like a king or person of power on the coin?
It doesn't say. It says endorsed by the Council of Five.
Ah, fuck! It's a democracy.
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, Martin.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's just with a king, you can talk to him, and then if he likes it, he likes it. Now you gotta convince more people, gotta grease more palms, that kind of. We're kind of cash poor, so to speak.
If anybody is interested in staying here, I could front you the money, or you're all welcome to join me in my plane of respite.
Yeah, as much as I don't want to, I don't really want to be spending this kind of. No offense, your place is wonderful, and I really do appreciate the architecture. I just can't.
I get it. It's okay. Now we don't normally get a lot of newcomers, and I do want to be. Yeah, I definitely understand the culture shock, and I do want to be open for you guys, because like you're our life's blood. I mean, you'll go on to different cities and places, and maybe tell them about the Thorn and Tonic Tavern. So tell you what, you can have your first night for free here at the Thorn and Tonic, and maybe just do me a favor or two. I don't know. I have a couple, I guess you could say, quests that you could potentially finish for me that could help me out.
All right.
How
Well, give us a
dangerous are
teaser.
these quests? Just curious.
Well, the one is we've actually been having a few how do you say, thieves running around. It's normally on a busy night, but people have been coming back in the early mornings asking about, where's my baggie of things, or where's my very fancy bracelet or earrings or what have you. And the only thing that I can establish is that I think someone's trying to swipe them. It's been happening for the last couple of weeks now. So if you can figure out who the hell that thief is, or thieves, I'd really appreciate it. And then
Is this
another
happening
thing.
within the tavern?
Yeah, I assume it is. I mean, people say they spend the day or spend the night here. They go home, and when they sober up in the morning, they come back saying, "Hey, I'm looking for my bag or my earrings or whatever." And I don't know what they're talking about. So I just assume either they lose it here in the tavern, or they lose it somewhere between here and their home. So if you could maybe investigate that, it would be really helpful. I mean, the guards have all been so busy with the rail car lately. I haven't been able to investigate this myself.
What do you know about
What
the
do you
rail
think
car?
happens?
Have you heard anything sabotage or just general maintenance?
See, that's the thing. We don't really know. It's supposedly arcane enhanced, so it shouldn't have snapped. So if it did snap, uh, people want to know what happened, especially those poor souls that fell to the jungle. I hope they, as terrible as this is to say, I hope they died instantly, and did not go into the jungle itself and had to suffer that fate. Ugh, it's terrible. But yeah, that's why they're doing the investigation to figure out if it was like an arcane mishap, or if it was sabotage. Uh, Lots of rumors going around, and I don't really like them.
Can I
What
just
does
say,
the
Jesse,
contract
I was gonna be like, if our first quest at level 21 is clearing rats out of a tavern cellar, then
So I do have a rat problem in the cellar.
all right, we're just gonna burn this place to the ground and go home, right?
No. If you could just take care of the rats and figure out the rat problem, I would really appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
How big are your rats?
And he kind of like sizes himself up. I weigh like maybe 100 pounds, and I'm about 4 foot tall. About my size, yeah.
They're big.
Let's go catch a thief and kill some rats.
Is the
Might as
thief
well.
100 feet tall? Like, goddamn.
You are all welcome to take a short rest if you need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've run on
You know what?
26
Fuck it.
HP.
Everyone take a long rest so I don't have to hear you complain.
Yay!
By the way, did everyone adjust their HP so that they leveled up to level 21 HP?
Not yet.
Oh, I didn't actually. Thank you for saying that.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Everyone with the red HP except for Bhranti.
I don't like it.
Bhranti, what's your max? 89?
89? I would hope not.
189.
Okay.
Why'd you delete yourself?
It was on accident.
Press undo, Control Z. Does it work?
No.
Gotcha.
No, there we go.
Wait.
189.
How
Or
are you lower
183.
than
Sorry.
me?
I just don't. I didn't max out my con. Is that okay with everybody? Okay, sorry.
No, I'm just.
Shit.
I'm Squishy Boy. This is new.
Yeah, you're
I'm
supposed to be a
unstoppable.
squishy boy.
I'm an
What's your AC,
unstoppable
Muad?
15.
15?
Wow.
Oh
Even
my
I'm
God.
18, buddy.
All right, so go ahead and Spider, adjust your HP just so you're ready to go. Diov, you're 172. I'll adjust your max, 172.
I did.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, so as we're since Bhranti's got the best perception, I'm gonna
I'm
as
192, Jesse, by the way.
192.
That was pre-leveling. Okay, that makes way more sense.
I can only cast this on myself. As we're looking around for thieves, I can at will cast see invisibility for my staff, so I will just keep that on my.
Okay, sounds good. You guys, I'm gonna put Spider at 224 to adjust your HP on roll 20, and
229.
229. Got it. Kaelor says that he wants to investigate the thief thing, and he'll sit down and nurse his stout. And
Great
you guys go do
investigation.
your thing. I mean, he is the investigator of the group. All right.
Not right now, he's not.
As you guys slowly descend into the tavern,
Oh.
the tavern cellar below, it's colder, much colder, and you can smell the dust and see the wine barrels and all of the movement of the rats. Now, these rats are worse than New York City rats. They are fucking massive, and
I
they.
literally thought he were joking.
I wasn't. I was not joking. Because it's just such a trope, and I thought you guys would find it funny.
I love this. No, it's great.
You guys can see these rats as you step down. They hiss at you, and we're gonna roll initiative.
I
Um,
was gonna say I would like to move, but I really don't.
So you're stepping down the stairs this way, and then you have to take
Oh.
a left, and then that's how you get into the open room.
Yeah, okay, yeah, definitely don't want to do that.
Get it, Bhranti!
All right, and let's change the music. Bhranti, how would you like to valiantly save this tavern cellar?
Bhranti has never been somebody who feels like menial tasks are below her. So she always takes things very seriously, especially when people have asked for her help. So I am going to. Let's see, where's my. Yes, okay, this is the one. Thank you. I am going to scoot down up. Perfect. I'm gonna give myself.
Bhranti busts through one of the, I guess, wood walls or something that were right here. It's fine. I'll allow it.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
I didn't realize that was a wall. Yeah. Can I? Yes, I'm gonna sit right here, and I am going to cast a circle of Eldritch Draining. So I need everyone there. Actually, do you get to save? I don't think you do, actually. Casting. 13 necrotic damage. Oh god. You must, right? Where's the thing? Drains hit points of necrotic damage every odd level. Oh, this is so odd. It drains life from up to 4 foes. Yeah, so I'm just draining life from them. They don't get a save. That it doesn't make sense.
I think this is a leftover mod dib.
Fine.
I don't recognize it.
This is pretty sure this is something Brad cast. It was a homebrew spell from D.
Oh, a wisdom save. Sorry.
Wisdom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow, all but the
natural
natural 20.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's good. 13 necrotic damage, half if they saved.
Oh, 13. Sorry. Cool. And Muad, what do you do? Spider, you're up next. Start rolling.
I
Rude.
misread something. 1, 2, 3. I need a con save from this boy. And hopefully they're not resistant to poison.
They are not resistant to poison.
Cute.
They are immune.
Poison spray. 10 feet range. 23 points of damage. Anything else?
Hopes and prayers. That is all.
Spider. She also busts through the wood wall.
That's as far as I can get.
And take your extra 10 feet of movement speed.
Okay. Actually, we're going up over here.
All right, Spider, you get right there. Perfect. And you take your
Okay.
attack.
Yes, please.
All right. These things have an AC of 12, which looks like 1, 2, 3,
Everything
4,
hits.
5. Everything hits. 11, 9, 20, 30 hits dead. Boink, gone. And then you don't have enough space to get the next one. How do you kill this one rat?
I just kind of, slice it navel to nose.
And these things are nasty. All right. Rats' turns. These 3 rats come in and pack tactics on Spider. 1, 2, 3, Spider. 27 and 20 and 14.
Yep, those are the only 2 that hit.
All right. These rats surround Bhranti.
Hi,
1, 2,
friends.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are with advantage. So that is a 26, 26, 25, 22, 27, natural 20, and 18.
Not the 18.
I will silvery barbed the natural 20, so reroll that.
All right. I mean, it's less damage, so I guess that matters. All right, cool.
Well,
so
you're actually re-rolling the natural 20 for the next roll, so you're just replacing the 1. So it's a 14 or a 20.
Oh, 14. It's a 14. It's a 14. Got it. All right, cool. So, yeah, you take 8 points of damage from the last one, Bhranti. These guys, yeah, I'd say they see the good old snack that is Muad, and they surround you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 17, 20, 18, 19, and 27.
They all hit.
Just count it up. Just count it up. And Diov, one whittle guy with a natural 20.
Makes sense.
All right. These guys are just going to move in to the position. And Diov.
All right. Well, I'm going to poke my little bloody head through the hole that Muad made. And let's see. Let me get my radius tool out. You'll be fine. And I'm gonna cast a fireball.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness.
Don't you have like immunity to fire damage, Wad?
No, I don't.
Resistance?
No, non-epic level?
30.
It is a non-epic level, right?
Yeah,
It's
a fifth level.
non-epic. Yeah.
I have
All right.
advantage on saving throws.
All right, cool. Make your advantage dexterity save. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Not great.
All right, 1, 2, 2 survive.
And the one that bit
Dead,
me,
dead,
since I can
dead,
simultaneously
dead,
cast a
dead.
first level, I'm going to cast a first level magic missiles.
And this guy is down to minus 16 and minus 16. All right, and then your first level, so 24. It's 24. Beauteous.
That's my turn.
You see Diov just obliterate a mass of them. Bhranti, back to you. You are surrounded by a...
Surrounded by little ratty rats. Mm-mm-mm. Yes. No, I don't really have like a lot of like AoE spells as a
You have Spirit Guardian?
what?
Spirit Guardian?
Noted.
Uh,
Jesse throws fits.
You know what? I'm just gonna slice some of these fuckers up.
All right, Muad, start rolling.
Mm-mm-mm.
Hit.
Beautiful. And then one bow.
And hit. One-handed or two-handed?
Two-handed. I'm not dual wielding, so.
All right. How would you like to kill this one on the first hit and this one on the second hit?
Just lightning is starting to catch around Bhranti and just blast through two of them. And she looks at the other rats around her and she goes, "So we're not friends. Okay."
All right. Muad'Dib and Spider start rolling.
So I'll rip on this boy, and I need a con save.
Double nat ones. Con save is a 13.
I get a soul.
You get a little mutated soul?
A lesser soul gem.
A lesser soul
Soul-
gem. I think it's
soul
actually a
soul.
petty soul gem.
It does not matter to the coin.
All right.
And then bonus action Misty Step to get the fuck out. If I can find the damn thing.
I thought you hit the one that was in front of me.
I did. There's that one. And then
Blink.
that's 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30.
All right. Spider and Diov, you're on deck.
Yep.
What do you do?
I'm smacking him with my knife.
All right. 27, 15, natural 1, 30, and 26. The natural 1 will obviously miss, but the 9 plus 9, 18, plus 10 is 29. One of them is gone. And then another 26 for another 9 points of damage as you slice and dice through a couple more. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right, mutated rat's turn. These guys are now going to come up to Bhranti at this point and surround her even more. And Bhranti, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I have a 21.
Hit, hit, miss, miss, hit, miss, hit. So go ahead and do that math if you can for me. This guy's going to come right here. 1, 2, 3 on Spider. 1, 2, 3. 28, 22, and 27. Spider,
Okay.
31 points of damage. And then this is Muad.
Wait, 28, 22, and 27?
31 points of damage to Spider.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. And then that was a 14 and a 13. Oh, a 13 on Muad. And then a 19 on
Just
Diov.
hits. Just.
All right. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right.
Go ahead and take an attack of opportunity.
Zoop.
That's a man.
13.
Cool. I'm going to cast a lightning bolt down through these three.
Zoop. Oh, con saves. Oops. 1, 2, 3.
Con? I thought it was Dex.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, I thought it was Dex. Too.
It is Dex.
Did you already roll it? There it is. Dead. Lightning.
Another first level magic missile to the one just on top.
Giggity. All right. Lightning. Oof. Oofda. 25. Gorgeous. For those who don't know, Diov is playing a wizard of the School of Magic Missile, and that is why his magic missiles pack a punch. All right. Anything else?
That is my turn.
Bhranti, Muad, you're on deck. Start rolling.
Bhranti, with her fancy weapon, she is going to cast Chain Lightning on the fun little things around her. Dex save, I think. Let's see. Create a bolt of lightning that arcs towards the target of your choice. You can see with
They
the
all
range,
fail.
3 bolts, then light. Okay. $46 lightning damage.
How would you like to kill all of these bad boys?
I am an Stop it! Oh, I really dislike rodents. I kind of like just shake like the gross like little charred bits of fur off my feet and such, and I will go and help Spider here.
Thanks.
All right. Spider, you're on deck. Start rolling. Muad, what do you do?
So rip this boy.
Soul is gone.
Can't say.
Con save. I didn't see the con save, but there you go.
Yeah, it's not in there.
It's gone.
2. I get his soul.
Mm-hmm.
Stacking up
All
them
right.
corn.
I only have 4. So
Spider, I see 23, 30, 15. All of them will hit. So doing some quick math, 19. I'll just say with that 19, this one's dead. I'm not gonna give you that one extra one. And then
Thanks.
17 on this guy, minus 17. Beauteous. Anything else, Spider?
Nope, because I don't have bardic inspiration anymore.
All right. This mutated rat is going to attack Spider with advantage. 19 and 28.
28 hits.
All right, take 10 points of damage. Muad'Dib, 19 to hit. Take 8 points of damage. And is that all the rats? That's all the rats. Diov.
wait.
Yep.
Hellish Rebuke on that rat. I need dex save.
Dex save. Fail.
Uh,
30. How do you want to kill it?
Immolation.
Beauteous. Diov.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and do a little. We're just gonna firebolt the fucker on top of Spider. Roll, you bastard!
Never.
How would you like to kill it?
It just blows up, and I just like. You just do also notice that Diov is like always clean. Shit just like slides off of him, and he's just like, "This is so far beneath us."
Bhranti.
I had
there's one
that
more.
one.
Uh-huh. Well, now we have this one, comrade. I'm.
Bhranti is communist?
That's definitely her evil spirit talk.
23.
How
Two-handed.
would you like to kill it?
Hear that there are some parts of the world that they eat rats, you know? And now this one is nice and cooked with electricity. Diov, you hungry?
Again, beneath me.
Will you stop being so whiny? We're just trying to figure out the culture, make some friends. There's no need to be so gloomy already. This is beneath us. Think of the knowledge.
It's Diov you're
gained-
talking about. He always, everything's beneath him.
As you guys wrap up finishing this last one, you start to think, where the fuck did these massive ass rats come from? Bhranti, with your passive perception, you're able to actually feel the slight breeze in the corner here where the wood cladding on the wall, you can see that one of the boards is broken and it actually has like a blowing breeze coming out. You see right then and there one little a rat immediately come out as Bhranti, Diov, Muad, you all cast a cantrip, whether it's firebolt or what have you, at this rat, just explodifies it. But it busts open the extra parts of the wood, and you could see a passageway leading further down into the plateau. The
Hang on a second. Wait,
Do
before
we
we go,
really want to go down there?
I mean,
I
it's
have-
starting to feel a lot more like an adventure, but
It is.
I
You're
have-
right. You're right. I shouldn't complain. This is great. It only hurt a
Um,
little bit when those little fuckers bit me.
we can ask the rats questions.
Why?
Muad
Why
holds up
can we
soul
do
coin.
this?
If I trap their souls, I can ask some questions.
oh my god, you haven't grown out of the soul trapping thing.
It's fantastic. It's awesome. I don't understand why you guys are so against
Do
it.
you plan on asking them what kind of cheese they prefer?
I was going to ask if there's a big ass rat ruling them, or if it's some random dude in the basement.
A rat king? I
Maybe.
love this.
So we have 3 questions. What would you like to ask a rat?
How, why, and where?
Where
I
did you
relay
come
that.
from?
Where did you go?
I have 2 rats, so we get 6 questions, but 3 per rat.
Exactly what you wanted, Jesse? Is this what you wanted?
and I love it.
Is this what you wanted, Jesse?
What do you ask the rat? And reminder that the rat will answer in a rat-like way.
But I understand it,
Indeed.
so there's no
But it-
language barrier. Yeah. Who's your king?
My king is the king. My king is the king.
Oh god, if
Where
this
is
is an
your king?
actual No, if this is an actual rat king, we're screwed.
Who does number 2 work for?
How many of you are there? Not you specifically. How many rats?
Depends what your definition of rat is. Hundreds?
All right, I'm gonna make you into some nice shoes later. Fuck it, let's go.
Okay. Let's do
Okay.
it.
All right.
I mean, they are big enough for you to make a coat.
Oh no, I'm gonna make some nice shoes. You know,
Do it.
maybe some well, no, not out of the skin. You know, I'm gonna buy some shoes. I'm gonna take a soul, and I'm gonna make the shoes. You know, maybe I don't know, walk on water or something like that. I don't know.
All right. As you guys go into the small passageway, it is difficult to like traverse it. You have to kind of get down low. Some of you it's a little easier. Muad, maybe you're a little get stuck at like a point here and there, but otherwise it's a tight spot. You go through and you get lower and lower through this little cavernous area, and you realize that this place hasn't gotten a lot of traffic from anyone besides maybe rats in many, many years, maybe hundreds of years. It just looks like there's webs everywhere. There's disgusting piles of feces everywhere. And as you continue going further down this road, it's pitch black, by the way. I know there's light depicting on the thing, but it doesn't exist. You notice that there is a small, faint bit of writing on the walls as you get deeper and deeper. Probably around 50 feet in is where the walls become a little bit more smooth, and you realize that it is artificially made. And as you look around, this entire cavern is artificially made, like carved. But there's a wall that really draws your attention. It is covered in what look to be hieroglyphs or runes of some sort. You can continue walking past this wall if you so desire, but this wall exists. It's not a dead end.
I'm Arcana-ing this so fast.
Arcana
History
or
check,
investigation
baby.
for me.
Okay.
This is Arcana.
If
31. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna, if I didn't know what everybody else's rolls were, I had things that can help, but I'll just roll.
All right. So the 31 was for helping with Spider, but come on, Diov, you know everything. As you guys look through it, Spider is trying to like piece together the history of this. Spider, you're pretty certain this is probably around 600 years old. The age of the divots inside and the aging and the weathering of these things, you can place it at around 600, 650-ish years old.
This thing's older than me.
As for the Arcana with Bhranti and Diov, you realize that these hieroglyphs, it is talking about the history of the city of Seraphor. It is a weird combination between, and hold on, I have my notes here. Let me get my notes. Okay. It's a weird combination. The runes themselves appear to be written in an intricate script that combines elements of Elvish, Draconic, and Celestial languages. They tell a cryptic tale of the city's past, hinting at a time when Seraphore's inhabitants sought refuge in the Earth's embrace to escape the chaos and perils of the jungle below. These inscriptions seem to whisper forgotten secrets, promising protection and salvation to those who dare to venture deeper into the hidden depths. Among the runes, certain patterns form a celestial map, hinting at the locations of long-lost sanctuaries and safe havens hidden within the plateau. With the natural 1834 that Diov had, you'd be able to decipher a lot of different rooms, as well as you are able to decipher that these caverns, these carved out areas, actually lead all the way down to the bottom of the plateau, allowing for an entrance, or exit if you will, into the jungle down below.
Well, Diov?
Seems to be a story as well as a map. There is definitely a way to get down to the bottom of the tower if that is our goal. However, also could be helpful for the people of the city, depending on if our tavern owner is willing to let them use it. But it also seems to go different places throughout the city as well.
Why would they board it up then? I mean, you would assume that they would know that it was here.
Probably because they know something else could use it to get to them.
Yeah, I mean, the story is that the city was raised up from the cataclysm, so it would only make sense that these tunnels were dug post that happening to get back down, I would assume. Perhaps these are how they originally traversed to the jungle before they had the train car.
They probably just forgot about them over time.
Yes.
If everything's in place, you don't really remember where everything is.
On the map, is there anything that would indicate like the importance of the different rooms that are mapped out on?
Sure. So you are able to deduce that there is looks to be a luminescent moss baths, and the walls give off like a beautiful light, and it's depicted in these rooms and hieroglyphs. It was like a retreat, a respite from working all day in the hot sun, and a way to rest. There is also a kind of a grotto where there were twisted networks of a stream and bioluminescent aquatic creatures that the citizens would come here for fresh water and fish, to get some good protein.
Also called Black Reach.
No. The plateau is big, but it's not Blackreach big. And then let me see. And yeah, so those would be the two that stick out.
Well, interesting. That sounds lovely, but
Can I do an Arcana check on one of the dead rats to see if they're mutated through normal means or like
Magical
Arcana?
means?
Yeah.
That might not be a
You've
bad
been
idea.
eating the pumpkin.
That'd be a medicine check.
And
I can help with that.
as you're looking at it, I'm gonna just pull out a piece of parchment. I'm gonna look at the stone, press my hand to the parchment, and make a copy of it.
As Muad Dib, you kind of look over it. You rip off one of the like feet, and you
Oh
go.
my god!
You go, huh?
It's a
That's
rat.
interesting. It's a rat. As for Bhranti, you are able to see that yes, it was altered by magical means for sure. It is mutated by magical means.
So something must be making things larger, right? Oh, this is so fun. See, Montip, or see Diov, not below us.
Right. So the tunnels go off in multiple directions. The two important places are the places of import we've been able to locate are the moss, the hot springs, and then like a fishing stream.
Yeah, like a small fishing stream under the surface where there's good food and bioluminescent aquatic creatures. You probably do see other rooms, but the glyphs have just faded too much over time, and it's impossible to actually read them at this point.
I suppose if we're looking for some kind of a creature, it would make sense to search near one of the water sources.
Fair, yes. Do we tell them what we found first before we go digging deeper, or do we presume that all of them are somehow bad and we do not tell them?
I'm liking this place less and less the longer we're here. If I'm honest. Place give me the heebie-jeebies. I'm not talking about, the cave.
Talking about the city in general.
Yeah. This whole
There just
place.
there just seem to be some oddities happening. I'm starting to fear that we will find a place where they are turning people into beer or something.
I mean,
What's
that'd
the
be
name of
kind
the
of
beer you guys have?
Really?
Halfling's Luck.
Halfling luck.
Interesting.
Remind me to
Oh,
tell
no,
you
it's
of the
the
remind me to tell you of the wizard I know who ran a chocolate factory.
Oh,
Magically
okay.
delicious.
With the various checks we've done on the rats, do they look like they might have anything that would be considered like bits of moss on them that would indicate that they were coming from the moss area or from the stream area?
I would say with that medicine check, you open up its guts, and yeah, you definitely find like remnants of fish and aquatic creatures.
To the stream then, I suppose.
Yes,
Yep,
it seems
let's
like
do it.
the fascinating part of the water being what makes things big, which means maybe every once in a while a pumpkin roots its all the way down, and then that's how it gets to be so massive.
It's
I don't
possible.
know.
I'm not a
This is
druid.
so much fun.
So, as you guys begin traversing your way, there are multiple avenues that you can go through. This is like a tunnel that leads into this section as well. But according to where you're supposed to go, you are supposed to go this way through this tunnel. But Bhranti, you hear what sounds like skittering and footsteps coming toward you this way.
Ratsakinder.
You do hear two sets of what sounds like bipedalism.
Oh,
What?
There's going to be 8 people.
I'm gonna take just a copper coin out of my pocket, cast light on it, and toss it down the hall.
All right. As you
I
toss
was-
it down the
I
hallway.
I was just about to be like, oh my god, the rats are turning into people, and then I forgot that were rats are a
They
thing.
are a thing. Yeah.
as they come around the corner, you hear. Did it come all the way over here? No, they're regulars. Get them. And we are going to roll initiative. Click on your token
Who
and
wants to talk these days?
They are were rats.
Nope.
Are they really?
Were rats.
Wow. Good. Diov, I missed you, Diov.
still got a +4.
Oh,
At
Jesus.
least I'm in the back of the group this time.
I have a +1. What the hell, guys?
Well, Rhiannon, since
I
it's
don't
gonna be a
know,
while,
man.
do you want a barbecue pork wrap?
9.
I'm sorry.
I have advantage.
Wow.
Let's roll a 3.
Going forward, these guys are going to come forward and attack 2 on Bhranti, 2 on Muad. 1, 2,
Also,
1, 2.
Real
I
fast,
need
am
one
I?
of them.
Go ahead,
Sorry.
Bhranti.
Oh, I was just wondering, do they? Because they use pack tactics, does that mean that we get advantage on them?
It's just whenever they are next to each other, they
Okay,
get advantage.
I couldn't
Even-
remember.
Yeah, it's not reckless. All right, 20 and 22 on Muad, and 19 and 17 on Spider.
Do they
I
have
need one of them to make a deck save.
do they have reach, Jesse, or are they moving out of the space when they're?
Yeah, they're like right here-ish. Yeah, they're moving out of the space. Spider, you get an attack of opportunity on one of them. 24.
Okay.
21. And -11. All right, cool. These guys, they seem to have this like green ooze coming out of their fangs. I'm gonna need con saves from Muad and Spider, please.
Con?
Con.
Con?
Con.
Con?
God!
Thank you.
That just saves Mod.
Ooh, all right, you guys are good to go. At this point, you guys see the bipedal rats, whatever they are. They take out what look to be sharp implements, and they launch it. One is going to Diov, and the other is going to Bhranti. 15 to Diov,
Miss.
and 31
Yes.
to Bhranti. That is
Yeah.
Silvery barb.
all right. Rolling again. That's a 14 and 3, or nope. Never mind. Still rebarbs. 26 on
That still
Bhranti,
hits.
and it did more damage. 18 and 4 poison.
Poison does not touch me.
All right, 18 piercing then.
Poison
Muad.
does not touch.
That sounds like a character's like, what's it called? Like
Catchphrase.
lines in a video game, whatever that's considered.
So 20 feet from here, I need everybody to make an intelligence save.
I'm not even going to. There's no.
Do it.
Okay, any natural 20 will pass, but really, no. 1, 2, 3. You know, I'm only gonna do the first two because those will be the two intelligent. Nope, I all fail. Okay, cool. Dead,
Negative
dead,
3.
dead, 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 dead. And then 31 minus 31, and these guys minus 31. All right. At this point, you hear,
It's not done yet.
these things are worse than the other thing.
So for 1 minute, they need to roll a d6 and subtract that number from all attack rolls and ability checks, as well as its Constitution saving throws.
All right. Just remind me every time we do it, in case I forget. All right. And Bhranti.
Okay. I'm just gonna, and then we're just gonna crossbow it for funsies. To the closest person or creature, I guess. 28.
That will definitely hit.
13 piercing.
Ow!
And then you know what? We'll hit him again. Eight. Ow! I love how you're saying "ow." Okay, so dramatic. Sorry, that was for Lena.
Give out.
That's my turn.
Syder. Diov, start rolling.
Five, 15. One, 2, 3.
Hit. 9, 18, 27, 35.
5. Yep.
Minus 35. Slash. How is something so small be so precious?
Can I also, while we're at it, use a superiority dice to... I'm trying to remember which one it is. But one of them should be able to add to my damage. Or actually, we'll do a menacing attack. Can I get a wisdom save?
Six.
That guy's now frightened.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it, but he gets another 4 points.
All right. Another 4 points. Diov.
Dex
Div, you're
saves
on
from
deck.
both of them.
1, 2. Natural 1 and an 18.
Both fail. First one takes 37.
How do you want to kill him?
So it's just a bolt of lightning comes out of one arm, and then the other one is just a spray of poison.
All right. And then the other one was a 30 points of damage. Minus 30. Gorgeous. All right. At the end of your turn, it just says, would it be intelligence to surrender? I'm going to say a 60 or above, it'll surrender.
I was gonna say it's more wisdom to surrender. Not that I think it's necessarily wise.
All right. Well, it just says, would it flee? Doesn't know any better. Spider, you're getting shanked.
From what?
D6.
No, she's
Roll a
not.
D6.
Minus a d6, so don't worry about it.
Also from what? Oh, there we go.
A dagger. And then
Hi, buddy.
dagger again. Ooh, natural.
Silvery barb.
Can I use
Incorrect.
Jesse? I'm gonna use another superiority dice, for riposte or however you pronounce that.
Post.
Thank you, riposte. And I'm gonna make an attack.
Go ahead and make an attack. He missed and missed again, so don't worry about it.
Sweet.
and he takes 10 points of damage as you just dodge the dagger and just stab him right through the shoulder blade. Anything else? That's pretty much his turn.
Right back at ya.
Muad'Dib.
Not save.
Con save. Excuse me.
Oh, shit. I need to add the,
Cold damage.
sorry. Yeah.
Wow.
Plus 12.
Good job.
Thanks.
All right. Con save 17.
It has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes, and 11 damage, and it needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Dear God.
Okay, cool. No. So at the end of its turn, it makes the intelligence save to see if it negates.
Oh, for the synaptic stat.
Yeah.
Got it.
So he has.
Bhranti.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
He's fucked.
Oh yeah, he
My turn?
gone.
Oh.
Bhranti,
your turn.
this is your turn.
Okay, great. I need a dex save from the big boy, please. That's a fail. That's 25 radiant damage.
I will give it to you. How would you like to kill him?
Radiant light just shines above him, which kind of tingles on Spider's skin, but on the rat it just fries him.
It tickles.
All right. Excellent. With that, the rat dies. And you all just kind of take a moment to breathe and think about, again, where you're supposed to be going is this way, where you assume the rats are down by the aquatic area. But these guys came from over here.
Did anybody else hear him say that we're worse than the other ones?
Yeah, I did actually hear that.
Did we hear ones or one?
Maybe one?
I don't care.
remember.
It didn't sound like a fun time regardless. We should go and check it out.
Oh, well, I was wondering, do you think he could have been speaking about the other adventurers, the ones that got lost off the train when it broke?
Maybe. It's a very possible option, but I mean,
Would have been an immense
How-
stroke of luck to find these tunnels.
yeah. I was gonna say, what's the likelihood that they found the tunnels and saw the train passengers all within the same time? Unless they were the ones who attacked the train.
Well, they were the train passengers.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the giant rat people.
No.
Never mind.
I wonder if the train passengers are the reason. But he did say that, or the lady did say that those were mostly merchants. But there was also the mercenary.
As I poke this thing with my foot, I turn to Bhranti to say, do you have means of questioning these creatures after they've been killed?
Oh, yes, of course. Bhranti just kind of like straightens out her body and claps her hands like 3 times, spins in a circle, and points at the rat. Wakey, wakey! All yours, Diov.
I believe you have to ask questions, but I can ask them through you. What
okay.
is you were running from?
What were you running from?
A great beast. Massive beast.
Well, aren't you as helpful as a wet paper bag?
A massive beast.
Diov,
I love a were rat with a list.
Diov, we don't mock the dead.
That wasn't in Diov's accent.
Okay. What did this grace beast look like?
Very tall, Horns! Massive horns! Through rocks! Crushed our friends in one grasp! Giant red eyes, sharp teeth, scales, but skin too. Spines coming out of shoulders.
Does this sound like a fiend, Jesse?
Or a devil of some kind?
I mean, just from its regular old description that you guys could probably figure out, it does sound kind of devilish or fiendish.
So I have an ability called Lore Master of Creatures. When encountering a fiend, I can automatically know history, legends, or myths related to it.
All right, let me pull up the stat block so I actually know. Okay. All right. So what are you asking?
Just from this description, can I pull on myths and legends to get an idea of what I think it might be in the fiend family and anything I might know?
All right, go ahead and give me, what was it, history you said?
No, it's just automatic.
Oh, automatically no. It is unfortunately not a fiend, although it does sound fiendish.
Oh, okay. Well, then I wouldn't be able to use that ability.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Did it have a name?
Hmm.
Kantla, the Unbecoming.
We stay away from it. We stay away from the giant.
Okay.
Question, Diov. Did you know? Did we know who the passengers were on that thing? Could one perhaps be a tiefling?
We did not get that kind of information, just that there were passengers and that generally it's merchants leaving the area or coming to.
Interesting. Anything else you would like me to ask the rat of unusual size?
As the DM, I would like to clarify a few things. The cable car collapsed with people in it that are assumed by rumors to be dead. Mordok
Right.
also kind of confirmed that they were definitely dead. Mordok and Drakarath have been trying to figure out and investigate what the hell happened to cause this to collapse. On top of that, people in the city have been getting antsy and are like, we need to get our shipments to and from and get our merchandise to and from other cities. And so they hired mercenaries and other people to lead them through the jungle. And as they left, Mordok got a report that they left, and Mordok's duty is to get them and inform them that they need to return because it is not safe in the jungle. But Mordok seemed a little, how you say,
Less than patient.
You reap what you sow. So like, yeah, it's her duty to find them and bring them back, but also maybe she's not trying the hardest because they're fucking idiots.
Yeah,
is like how you kind of interpreted it.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm assuming also it doesn't help that if they're from here, then they know that the forest is dangerous. They're not like some new people that got
They're not like us.
stuck here. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, they know it is a dangerous place, but they get antsy. They need to move the merchandise. They need money. They need to trade. They need to do all these things.
I know what the price is of this place. Yes.
Question, Jesse: if we go after this giant creature, are we going to be fighting it tonight without Kaelor?
I doubt you will make it there in the time, so don't worry about it.
Assumed it was balanced for 5 people, so.
Oh, it's like balanced for like 10. You guys are fucked either way, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, beautiful.
Thanks.
Well, What do you think, friends? We can either uh, keep following our trail here and figure out what's on the other side, or we can go back upstairs, rest a little bit, get our accolades for taking care of some of the rodents, and then let our barkeep friend know that there is some more cleaning up to do.
To be fair, we were only
I
sent
like
here
the
to deal
latter.
with the rats, which we could do by going down to where we think the rats are staying, or the hub of them is, as you were. And as he says this, the necklace on him begins to vibrate a little. He sort of rolls his eye. But I suppose there is a larger threat to the city and the peoples above that we have a duty at our ability level to assist with.
Oh dear. Katerina would be so proud.
Perhaps you could put in a good word for me.
Oh,
You
definitely.
haven't heard yet. You
uh,
haven't seen this yet, but you're getting there. Brownie points for you.
oh, please. He barely came to that decision on his own.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. You get brownie points. That doesn't really apply to much.
All right, come on. Let's take care of the evil rat and perhaps the large tiefling minotaur demon thing.
All right, so we're going to the stream first then.
Okay. You guys head through this section of the tunnel and begin heading downward. As you head downward, there are more and more of those hieroglyphs on the walls. These ones, similar to the last ones, you can do an Arcana check or a History check to try and figure them out. But there is more information if you so desire to figure those things out.
Arcana! Oh, me too. I know he's probably gonna beat me, but it's still.
I am no help here, so you guys have fun. I'm gonna do some stretching.
24 is
10
still
more.
super respectable.
Thank you. My other one was 32.
As you guys continue to go through these, you're finding more and more history about the city of Seraphor and how it used to be a very large city inside the crater itself. Here, they're actually personal accounts of what had happened. People say that the city was overrun by a crazed druid who caused an entire grotto of a jungle to emerge in less than like minutes, and it take over the entirety of the crater. Another account says that they swore that they saw some sort of a demon or warlock opening a portal that opened up a portal that led all sorts of beasts and creatures into the city itself when the jungle took over as well to populate the jungle. Another account says that there were a group of individuals who were taking out people and then raising them from the dead just to attack and hold back more citizens. And it's pretty horrific, like the different accounts of again, these are personal accounts. Each individual hieroglyph and story is from a different person. You can tell by the handwriting. And it's like where they were in the city at the time of the cataclysm. And luckily, they made it to the center where one of their guardians was able to raise the plateau and get them away from all the chaos where they escaped for a time. And this sanctuary really was helpful for them. It talks about how they rebuilt inside the plateau itself at first, how they fished and kept themselves alive on the delicacies down here, practically almost starving themselves. But they would go up to the plateau, collect rainwater before the flying creatures would come and attack them. And they would hide and get back into the plateau quickly before they were taken off the plateau by these winged beasts. And then, yeah, that's the general gist of some of the horrific history of Seraphor. And as you guys make your way down into the more more liquidy, or I should say, the moist caverns down below.
That
Nice.
is something you didn't have to say. I'm just damp, I think, is a great word for a cavern.
Squelchy.
Actually, I don't mind
Swampy?
squelch. I don't mind squelchy at all. Love that.
It is very damp down here, and the air is very damp and just saturated with water. You come to these pools that seem to be bubbling, but there's no steam coming off of them that you can see. The temperature in here is like lukewarm. It's not steaming by any means, but there's definitely bubbles occurring in these pools. According to the map that Diov remembers, this is not the stream that you were supposed to arrive at. It looks like these are some sort of pools that were maybe created or came about after the map was made. You weren't expecting this here, Diov, is what I was trying to say.
Right.
But the pools are bubbling, and the moss that is growing, the bioluminescent moss, is very slippery on your feet. Extremely slippery.
Can I scrape some of the moss up for
Sure.
later? Cool.
Absolutely. For science.
Science.
For science. Moss.
All right. What are you guys doing?
Enjoying the view.
Sampling the water.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? Muad'Dib's gonna drink the water.
All right.
Can you drink?
I can. I just don't have to.
As you slurp up some of the water, please make a con save.
Poison.
Acid
Beans.
and corrosion.
Delicious.
Gross.
You ever trip balls before, buddy?
Many times.
With
not
that
this one.
18, you luckily do save, but you are going to take 22 acid damage as the acid just like burns the inside of your gears and metal, and you feel mild corrosion, but you are otherwise okay besides the 22 points of acid damage. I'm sorry, 11, because you saved. I'm sorry.
Didn't your
11.
robot mother ever teach you not to drink acid?
No, I had. You know, when I kill stuff, sometimes I feel a little bit better than I normally would, so I thought I'd be adventurous today.
Well, you certainly are living up to the expectation, I
I had
guess.
temporary hit points to spare, so I said take one for the team.
Do we notice any movement in any of the pools?
Give me a perception check.
Can I assist?
If you're proficient, absolutely.
Yeah.
With a natural 20 for a 22.
That's the best thing it could have been.
You do see movement. And have you ever done that experiment where if you have I think it's called refraction, is the same in the liquid as it is in the solid? When you put the solid into the liquid, it pretty much disappears. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's exactly what is happening here. And it is such a subtle thing. But you noticed that something is moving underneath, but it's a solid-ish thing that has the exact same refraction wavelength as the liquid itself, that it was very difficult to see, but you were able to see it, Diov. Something is
So it could be
moving
something
towards
like
Muad.
a gelatinous
Fish.
type of creature.
As you think this and say this, Muad'-Dib.
Oh, lucky us.
Yep, called it. It's Muad'-Dib, the robot's worst nightmare.
Oh, that was almost a natural one. I would say this would be an advantage because it was a surprise. So close to a natural 20. So with that 13, what is it? Let me get up the stat
I
sheet.
can't be surprised
That's
anyway.
right, you fuck. Gelatinous cube. This is a plus 10, so easy. 13. 13 to 23 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let me add the turn to it. And everyone roll initiative, please.
Diov has a moment of panic, thinking, "Oh God, Britback's back."
Well, the gelatinous cube is very, very slow. Bhranti, you're around.
Did she leave?
I heard
Not
her
her.
say something in the background. She's pooping. All right, so
She is. She's pooping in the dark.
so you guys, Spider, I'll say that you see this creature attack Muad'Dib, and with the pseudopod, it's going to be 4d6 acid, 4d6, and you are grappled with like a piece of the the goo of the gelatinous cube is like attached to your hand, and it's trying to pull you in. Take 13 acid damage, and it's trying to pull you in. Spider, what you doing?
I'm gonna shoot it with my bow.
It says when initiative is rolled, I can. Oh, no, I got hit. Never mind. Ignore me.
All of those hit. Its AC is fucking abysmal, so that's gonna
Because it's a
be
massive cube.
yep.
It's a cubodillo.
That is 23, 39, 49. Cool, 49. Nice.
Beautiful.
All right, Bronte, I'll roll you in.
sexy.
Spider, anything else?
Nope, I'm gonna stay a respectable distance away from this one this time.
All right, Bronte.
Liking the idea of staying away from this thing because it's kind of creepy. I need it to make a dex save, which I'm assuming is probably pretty bad.
-4. Unless it gets a natural 20, it does not. So 32 minus
Radiant damage.
32. Beautiful. Anything else?
I will. I'll get just a wee bit closer.
All right.
And that's it.
Diov, Muad'Dib, you're on deck.
Question: the way that this thing's been taking damage, is it reacting like a standard gelatinous cube, or does it seem like it's tougher?
It seems a little bit tougher. It is a monstrous gelatinous cube from the Monster Manual 2, I think is what it's called. But in case anyone cared.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and pull open a little bag on my side, and 10 little diamond cuts come flying out as I cast animated object at 5th level. And we're gonna go ahead and do some tiny attacks on this guy. So do you want me to roll each attack separately, or we used to just do it with one roll?
One roll. I prefer that.
Cool. All right, so I'm assuming that hits, so we're gonna go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will create macros for these later.
$40 points.
As they go zipping through his body, a first level magic missile fires off at the same time.
You. And plus 21.
And that'll be my
Alright.
turn.
It is looking not very good. Muad'Dib.
Okay.
Ooh, its con is pretty good. +7.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh.
17 plus 7 is 24.
I
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Gelatinous Cube turn. Multi-attack, attacking 4 times. These are plus 10s. One of them is an engulf, so if the first one hits, it's an engulf 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Alright, as it engulfs you, it is going to squeeze, and this is going to be, what is it, 4d6 bludgeoning and 4d6 acid. This is doubled. So that's 18 bludgeoning doubled, and then 18 acid doubled, which is, do the math, I don't know. 18 plus 18, 18 plus...
36.
Plus
and,
another 18.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
Does someone need a short rest after this?
Yes,
Is
please.
someone gonna need the memes?
And then another 14 acid, and another 17 acid.
And then
And then, oof. Oofta.
You dead?
No, not quite.
Jesse
Very
with a happy voice. Are you dead? Oh no.
Bhranti.
That's how you know your DM loves you guys, in case you're ever curious. Okay. Let us stop mucking about and all.
Has 20 hit points left.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, because I don't want to touch it. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to Sacred Flame it again. So another dex save. Worked well last time.
Dex save. I'm not even going to roll the dex. 30. How would you like to kill it?
It just starts to melt into goo from the artificial flame, if you will. And I will run up and grab Madib's hand as he is being melted out.
Some of the gold filigree on Muad'Dib has dissolved.
I start mending him.
I'm gonna use the animated objects to just like move like flies or mosquitoes over the bigger lake to see if it elucidates any other movement.
With your natural 20 perception check that I'm keeping, yes, there is even larger movement.
Is the exit to the cavern over here?
Exit to the caverns over here. I should also mention, it looks like there's glints of things in this section of the
Mithril
water.
coin.
It looks like what do you call it? It looks like bags and what'd you call it? Oh my god, what am I thinking of?
The question is,
diamond.
Is this water and he just drank part of the gelatinous cube, or is it acidic water?
It is acidic water.
Okay.
And yeah, there is, it looks like there are diamonds or something shiny down below.
Well, if we want to fight, now would be the time, because I only can keep this up for another 40 seconds or so.
Well then, let's do it. Come out, wherever you are.
The diamonds look to be about 30 feet below, if that matters for anyone.
Okay. Diov, could you like levitate them out, or?
If we're gonna fight, we should fight. But if we're not gonna, if we're trying not to fight, then I can try and use Mage Hand. But I'd have to get close to the water.
Okay, we can fight. Let's fight the next creature that Diov saw.
I'm just gonna toss a fireball at the water to disturb it.
As you disturb it, the gelatinous cubes definitely react to it. They maybe spread a little bit. And are you able to fly or anything? Get close to the edge?
No, I'm trying to bring them up to the surface.
Okay. Yeah, they're able to get up to the surface pretty easily. And they are about to reach out to you. They're coming at you.
I mean, I am however far back I can cast Firebolt, 120 feet back. I'm just casting it at the water to get them out so invisible so it can smack them.
Okay. Over the course of the next like 12 seconds, you guys fire off arrows, cantrips, your animate objects.
Slow little fuckers.
Yeah, they're so slow. They have a movement speed of 20 feet. So
They like to
you guys
get you quick.
Yeah, you guys can easily outpace them, take them out, gain the experience, kill the boars, and gain levels. All right, and yeah, they are dead after a couple of rounds.
I will cast Mage Hand and send it under the acid.
Oh, I also have Mage Hand.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
We'll double Mage Hand it.
Mage Handed.
Also, what happens in our sexy side adventures.
Okay. As you pull them up, you realize that they are not actual gems, but they are 2 diamond coins with 7 sapphire coins. Looks like they did not dissolve in the acid.
Gonna make a custom item.
Yep. We'll add that to the list of things to do.
2 diamond, 4
and
sapphire.
2 diamonds,
sapphire.
7 sapphire.
All right, I'll put them in.
Thank
I
you.
was gonna say I've got a list I can start making if need be.
It's pretty easy. DnD.
Okay. Never mind.
All right. Cool. Well, I guess I mean I didn't remember the.
Back to the surface.
But no, this wasn't even what we were down here for. This was just sort of a side hustle.
I take us brief now.
Do a short
Should we
rest.
crack on? Take a little nap. You feeling a little woozy?
Yeah.
Short rest, Jesse.
As you guys go back into the section of the cavern that is a little bit quieter, you are able to take a nice short rest, and that is where we will end for tonight.
An arcane recovery, my 2 5th level spells.
All right, sounds good.
I can also tell we're somewhere safe to rest, so we would just go there.
Yeah, you know, like going back a little bit, an hour rest is not terrible. So, and that was our first session as epic level.
Ta-da!
Can't believe you made us kill Tavern Rat. I can't believe I called
love
that
it.
either.
Yeah, you were on
I know.
fire.
I
You
was actually.
called
I
them
was
gelatinous
so impressed
cubes.
that you called that.
I mean, it just reminds me of like Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance back in the day, and I was like, that's a typical thing that we could do, just because it's like supposed to be epic level, and I thought it'd be funny to like bring you guys back.
Well, that's totally like that. I mean, that was just a move that I would have made as a DM too. So I mean, that's why I called.
100%.
We've been hanging out too much.
Right.
Not a bad thing.
All
No
right.
more
Well,
thinking, you two.
if anyone enjoyed, is listening on Twitch or YouTube, if you guys enjoyed it, we would appreciate a like and subscribe. You're more than welcome to join our Discord, where we do a lot of memes and art and AI stuff. We mess around a lot and have good conversations. So don't be afraid to join.
And if this is your first time joining us, this is a great time to join us because this is the first episode of this campaign. And we are using the Epic Legacy Heroes Handbook from 2C Gaming, available anywhere you can buy PDFs. And this is, I think, all of our first time really playing a campaign in this, so it's going to be an interesting.
So also, like, be nice to us if we do something wrong, okay?
Yeah,
No,
I
be
mean,
brutal. I
this-
want critiques.
Flagellated.
besides Kaelor, we're all playing level 20 characters. We weren't playing level 20 with these classes for at least like 2 years. So we're all sliding back into a new play style.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, good night, everyone.
Good
Good night.
night.
Well, no.
And be careful.